Cooking with Influential Talent. And as you can see, I have a special guest with me today. And we have a banger for you guys, okay? And so this is gonna be an amazing video. We have some food that's gonna be good for your stomach and some food for your mind, okay?
Yeah.
So go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Renika. My social media is dainty.nika on Instagram and TikTok. And I am a recruitment coordinator for a medical staffing agency.
Awesome. So you guys know I'm Cole, and you'll see our social media links in the bottom, okay? And so I'm in the field of microbiology. All right, if you guys didn't know. So, want to tell us about what we're going to be cooking?
Of course. So today we're going to be making the TikTok Ramen noodle bowl, which is pretty easy to make. We have our ingredients over here. It will be your ramen of choice. Of course, the original seasoning that you would have in a crab boil, but this version will be making it with beef smoked sausage. So stay tuned.
All right, guys. So this is going to be a meal of humble ingredients, but we're going to show you how to take it up a notch. So the topic for today is going to be leaving the nest. So it might be a lot of reasons why you're in a nest. You may be young and just with the family that you've grown up with, or other reasons why you are in a household together with your family, okay? So we're just going to talk about leaving the nest and that transition. So this could be a meal for beginners, if you want to impress friends, or if you don't have much experience, maybe someone else was doing the cooking at home. This is going to be a great meal for you, so stay tuned.
Leaving the nest for me was right after high school. So I graduated high school in May and I started college in June in Tallahassee, which was 8 hours away from my hometown. So that was leaving the nest for me. What about you?
Yeah, same here. So I left right after high school. I got accepted into Central Michigan University. And so after I graduated, I went straight in for the summer. And started school.
It was like, woo, everything that I learned at that time was like new. It was very new. I was young, never really did things like that on my own. So leaving the nest was definitely an experience.
Realizing the financial responsibility of
Oh
things.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the cost of toiletries and cleaning products, seasoning, food,
yes,
everything.
Yeah, laundry detergent.
Oh my gosh.
Broom,
Yes. I remember when I first started college, just noticing how much that stuff adds up. It really made you learn how to budget and how to prioritize your finances early on.
Exactly.
Really quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not something to run away from, right?
No, definitely not. Because I feel like it made me who I am today. If I didn't learn that, then I feel like I would have never learned money management, which is really important at that age.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because like if you're independent, you got to think about it. You're starting off on your own. Your family that you're leaving, they may have their own responsibilities and things going on as well.
Right.
So you don't want to necessarily keep depending on them.
Exactly.
To provide things and that such. How to be resourceful and ask questions.
Definitely.
So like if you don't know something, you know, there's people around, there's somebody
That
you can
can
call.
help
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think one of the things I learned leaving the nest is discipline. Because when you leave the nest, a lot of everything that you have to do, you're the one that has to do it. No one is telling you, hey, you got to get up, hey, you got to do this, hey, you're going to be late, or hey, you know, you got to go to this job interview. You have to have the discipline to get it done.
That's right.
So I think that was the main things that I learned leaving the nest that's so important. And of course, if I didn't have the discipline that I learned now, a lot of things I would have missed out on, like opportunities, jobs, networking. So I think discipline is one of the main and biggest, most important traits that I learned leaving the nest.
Sometimes it hurts when things aren't going your way.
Yep.
But you have to remember that you're jumping out there, right?
Exactly. And for a purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, you're gonna have some lessons. Some things gonna work out.
And some things won't.
And some aren't.
Yep.
Like I've hit rock bottom a few times, but like you said, I grew from that.
Yep.
I definitely felt like it made me stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And I just learned how to bounce back, learn how to make things
yes,
work.
You got to make things work.
Learn how to make ramen noodles.
Definitely made a lot of these leaving the nest, and they were good too.
Yeah.
I love ramen noodles.
And that looks good. So guys, she's just chopping the sausage and the onions down.
Yep.
And we're going to saute those next.
Yeah, we're going to saute them with our seasoning, get a good Cajun flavor going on. All right. So I'll say one of the things that motivated me to leave the nest was the college tours that I went on with my aunt and uncle. I just knew that there was more that I can experience. And I wanted to test my potential. So that's really what motivated me to leave the nest and explore college. What about you?
That's awesome. You know what? It was different traveling experiences for me, but it's interesting. My uncle also, he used to come and get me and my sister and take us to meet different people in different fields based on what he thought we liked. So he like took us to visit doctors and things like that. I was originally interested in veterinarian sort of practice.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. There's an interesting story there. So he had connections and they let me come in and watch a surgery actually.
Right.
And I almost passed out. And I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Right.
So I guess part of your experience too is like you kind of learn what you like and don't like.
Exactly. Yes, that's really important, especially leaving the nest, because you kind of feel like you don't know where to go or, you know, how to direct yourself, but doing things and experiencing different things can teach you that. Yeah.
Yeah, and wherever that may happen in your like process, you know, for some people that happens a little bit later. Like if you are college bound, that might happen during college. You might not have an idea of what you want to do yet.
Right.
Which is why it's a good idea to just explore, see what you like.
Exactly.
Especially if it's going to be something you commit to for, I mean, a lifetime, your career. You know, you want it to be something you love to do.
Exactly. I think my first semester of college, we definitely learned that. It was a very important lesson because a lot of people were in college because they know they wanted to go to college, but they didn't know why. So a lot of people changed their major, a lot of people redirected their path, which is fine. I think the most important thing about experiencing that is learning what is right for you. So college definitely did that for me. I know I had a different path starting college. I wanted to be like my grandma, so I thought I wanted to be a nurse. And I took those courses and I was doing all kinds of chemistries and biologies and really trying to be something that I didn't really have the heart for. But with experience, I learned that. And that's when I made the shift to move in the direction that was for me. And that was all from experience. So although it was a challenging time for me, I'm happy that I went through that because I learned more about myself.
That's right.
Yeah. We got the sausage cooking up. I love that smell with the garlic.
Yes, guys, it smells amazing in here. I wish we got a smell cam.
Right?
so good. All right, guys, so we're back and we're just gonna start adding seasoning. So this is the water, butter, garlic combination. And
so I started off with our Old Bay seasoning, of course. We have complete seasoning, lemon pepper, paprika, and Cajun seasoning. So we're just gonna put a variation of all of these in here to get a good mixture going. And of course you can taste as you go so that it's to your liking. So I'll put just a little bit more Old Bay, a tad bit of complete seasoning.
Yeah, a little bit of that goes a long way.
Oh yeah. Lemon pepper, which is my favorite for meals like this. I love some lemon pepper. That's good.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize you need that citrus to balance out the flavor.
It's so good. I mean, I even like to squeeze a little lemon on my boils when I'm eating them. But that's definitely up to you. Paprika, of course. And then Cajun, just a little spice. All right. One of the main challenges was feeling like almost alone away from my family, because I'm an only child. So for me, it was like a piece of reality hit me when I realized, okay, I'm 8 hours away from my hometown. I don't have any family around me. So that was definitely a big challenge that I faced when I left the nest and started college. And one of the main ways that I overcame it was just kind of doing things that made me feel comfortable, spreading my wings into making friends, just learning. That was something that really helped me. My classes, meeting new people, and realizing that this was a time to soak in what's going on. So living in the moment really helped me, honestly. Instead of thinking about being away from home, I thought about what I was doing and why I'm doing it. Right. So that helped me overcome the challenge of feeling alone, feeling a little scared. That's definitely what I experienced.
So your friends were a part of your support system.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. And of course my family back home, but definitely my friends, because they were there with me. A lot of them were around my same age, kind of doing the same thing that I was doing. So I felt like I relate. Exactly. I had people who could relate, and it made me feel safe and comfortable to grow out of that scare. So
gotcha.
What about you?
So for me, I think it was just thinking more for myself. So in everything that I was doing, I had to sort of filter through all these thoughts in my head that were coming from different influences. So, figuring out what Nicole really likes, what Nicole really wants. That was very challenging. Right. And you might not realize it when you're home, but then when you move away from that, just sort of kind of getting your grips on your own preferences and things like that, choices. And because you might start looking at traditions you had when you were at home differently. You have different thoughts. So, it can just be hard. Yeah. Sometimes it can feel wrong. Yeah. Just thinking different, or thinking something independent outside of what other people may think. But ways I just overcame that, I think, is just letting myself know that it was all right to be
yourself, really.
Be myself.
Yeah, to be yourself and to grow into who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you only get one life, and you owe it to yourself to explore, see what you really want. Because at the end of the day, if you're living for someone else, you might have a lot of regrets later on. You know.
Yeah. I think one of the main lessons that you will hold on to is learning yourself, because that's something you would never lose. 10, 15 years from now, you would love that you've learned yourself, because you can only grow from there.
And if you're a youngin', I guess one thing to look forward to is just traveling, experiencing things as an adult. Like I went back to Orlando as an adult, and it was way different than going to Disney as a kid.
Yeah.
So, I think just sometimes you just have to take a reflective look back and see how things are better.
I do that now. I think a lot of what I experienced then, I'm able to look back on and appreciate that I lived in that moment. I didn't rush myself. I didn't try to live above myself. I lived exactly within that period.
I love that you said that too, because sometimes we get caught up, especially with social media, kind of looking at other people's lives and experiences. So just paying attention to like your own process, your own experience, what are your needs, and I think it's really important.
Yeah. Our drink going on.
I'm the best mixologist.
Oh yes. So this is like a strawberry mix, and we're gonna top it off with some ginger ale. Those two flavors typically pair pretty good together. Yeah, perfect.
Bada bang. Bada bang.
Look at that. Ooh. That's cute. Oh yeah. Perfect. Let's get an up close snap of our strawberry ginger ale mocktail.
So make sure you guys get in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know about your experiences. All that. We're gonna connect with you. Check out our social medias, hers especially. Show our guests some love. And we'll see you guys later. Thank you, Reed.
You're welcome.
What's up, influential family?